Imagine waking up to the sound of helicopters overhead or soldiers marching through your city, but not because there was a natural disaster or a foreign threat, but because the president decided that your protest was too dangerous. And this is exactly what's happening in LA. If you're a student of our history, you know that this sort of thing is not new. From the schoolhouse steps of Little Rock to the bloody bridges of Selma, federal government has often stepped into the streets of America and not always on the side of justice. Sometimes troops came to uphold your constitutional rights, and other times they came to silence them. So join us today while we talk about the times the National Guard has been deployed on your streets. And if you like stories like this, you can find more stories like this at onemichistory.com. If you like audio only episodes, you can find my podcast wherever you get your podcasts. But without further ado, let's get started. Recently, President Trump shockingly sent almost 2,000 National Guard troops straight into the heart of LA without the California governor's consent, claiming that the presence was urgently needed against insurrectionists protesting immigration raids. Immediately, community leaders and activists and everyday Californians stood up, calling out what they saw as a direct threat to the hard earned freedoms and the sacrificed right for peaceful protest. California Governor Gavin Newsom echoed the voices of community leaders and swiftly opposed what he called federal overreach, declaring it an abuse of presidential authority and a dangerous precedent that harms all communities, particularly marginalized ones. California quickly took legal action in an attempt to push back against what they perceived as a misuse of military power. But if you look closer, Black folks, we recognize a familiar struggle. Black communities have long experienced federal power being deployed as a political display, often suppressing voices commanding justice and equality, from the Freedom Riders who faced federal troops in 1961 to most recently Black Lives Matter activists confronting military tactics.